Be happy. Be healthy. Be your best.
So I was fortunate enough recently to be able to go on an 8-day cruise on Celebrity. And I always book a year ahead because they give me a fantastic deal because I've been on the year before. And I'm fortunate enough to have a brother that worked for United. So I'm able to get really, really inexpensive flights. So anyway, I got to go and I had a specific goal before I went this time. I wanted to be able to take some short clips of different foods and different suggestions and different things on the cruise and actually make it a healthy cruising experience. And I wanted to share it with those of you that are interested in taking a cruise or perhaps go on a cruise regularly, but just slightly aggravated that you have great intentions, but then when you get home, you gained weight and you're just like, ugh, what did I do? So you're going to have some suggestions. Some of them you'll agree with, some of them you may not. I'm just going to share with you my experience and hope that it helps you in the future to have a cruise that has results that are more what you're looking for. So when I went on the cruise, one of the things that I did was not use the elevators. I used the stairs, and that helped a lot. The other thing was I actually went through and looked at everything that was available food-wise to get firmly in mind what I was or wasn't going to eat. And for me, I stayed more with a higher protein, lower carb. I did have some fruit. I counted, I had 4 desserts while I was on the cruise. I had 3 creme brulee that I took back to my room in case I woke up in the middle of the night and just needed a little bit of protein fat to go right back to sleep again. And I had 1 very small but absolutely awesome chocolate dessert from an Italian restaurant that I cut in half and had on 2 of the days. Otherwise, I don't drink soda. I drink water when I'm on board, and I also drink seltzer water, flavored seltzer water with no sugar. But I did not avoid alcohol on this cruise. I actually got the premium package because I wanted, when I did have some alcohol, to have it be where I could get some really good premium alcohol, and I don't do foo-foo drinks. So I do things neat. I got the bartenders to make a sugar-free margarita where I told them that I just did not want any of the sugar components. Could they fresh squeeze some lime juice, use some tequila? They made a awesome margarita for me that was like that. So I had some Prosecco a couple times, a couple glasses of wine. I just didn't overdo it. And I made sure that I drank a lot of water. I did have coffee in the morning. And I ate very healthy. I made sure that I had a lot of protein, a lot of vegetables. They brought me French onion soup every night, and I just asked for no cheese and no bread. Could I get a big bowl of the French onion broth? And then I had them double up on veggies and do my protein.
Be happy. Be healthy.
So I got on early before the crowds. I paid extra to get on early. And this is the first obstacle. You have to find foods that are healthy for you to eat and not give in to the temptation of so much available. I took the stairs up here. That's what I do when I'm on a cruise. I only use the stairs. My second stop was the stir-fry section. I was able to get some low oxalate, low carb veggies and a little bit of beef and have it stir-fried. One place that I do really like on a cruise is the cheese bar. They change it out every day, and they'll have different meats and different cheeses. But I love it when you can just sample different cheeses, some that I may not have had. And so that is one thing that I really like to do. So here's something else that I'm careful of when I'm on a cruise, is not to fill up on bread. I'm not a bread eater much to begin with. It's not that I don't like it. I do eat sourdough. There's sourdough panini right there. The sourdough process, fermenting process, does change the bread where it's more friendly to the gut. But the only breads that really have that significance are the ones where sourdough is really a main ingredient, not something at the bottom of the list just as flavoring. So if you have a sourdough that's only got 3 to 5 ingredients,
basically sourdough, fermentation extract, and flour and salt, you're pretty good. If you have a list that's about 2 inches long with a bunch of words that you can't pronounce, it's not true sourdough. So I try to eat high protein meals. So I start here for lunch with some roast beef and with some beef fajitas with some vegetables. So here's my first meal. It's roast beef, hamburger, vegetables, and some sauerkraut. I do drink some on the cruise, not too much, but that is a glass of Prosecco.
Be healthy.
I did a lot of walking while I was on the cruise and worked out at the gym a couple times. And I also took advantage of these heated lounge chairs in the spa area where you could sit. And the chair was heated up to about 130 degrees. You put a towel on it and it just heated up the whole body. So I took a bunch of steps to try to make it where it was a very healthy cruise for me. I went and booked my cruise for the next year, just put down the $100 deposit and to lock in the savings for the next year. And I won out of a raffle bowl a ceviche class. So I got to go down into the ship's kitchen and had a chef that worked with me for about an hour, teaching me how small to cut things and how to do ceviche, which for me was phenomenal because it ties right in with how I like to eat as far as vegetables and proteins and being able to vary different styles of it and have it be something that was just really, really enjoyable. So I took a lot of proactive steps while I was on board, but it wasn't like I didn't indulge with some things that I just wanted to have. Oh, I had 2 oat bran muffins too. There was 2 mornings where I had to get off the boat really quickly, off the ship. And so I grabbed a sugar-free latte and a muffin so that I could get off the ship really quick. But for the most part, I don't ever eat gluten other than sourdough. So there were some exceptions. I was on a cruise. Life wasn't completely the way that it normally was, but it went really well. And I was just really pleased. So now I'm going to give you the results. I got home and I weighed myself, and I am pleased to report that I lost 1 pound. So for me, going on a cruise where I ate 3 meals a day, had whatever alcohol I wanted, some Prosecco, some wine, some margaritas, a couple martinis, ate really well, got a lot of exercise, didn't know what was going to happen when I stepping on that scale. And I was going to be honest with you, if I gained 2 or 3, I gained 2 or 3. But you can imagine how pleased I was to find that when I did what I did, I actually lost 1 pound. So for those of you that like to cruise, maybe some of these things will help you the next time that you go. For those of you consider it, maybe you can implement it. I had a great time. I like to do it every year because it helps me to relax and to just rethink what's going to be at my clinic in the next year. It was a great experience and I really enjoyed it. But for me, the nice thing was it had some great results that I was hoping that I would achieve.